Hexham Abbey was founded around AD 674 when Queen Etheldrada granted land to Wilfrid, Bishop of York, to build a Benedictine monastery. This early church became a major Christian centre in the early English Church. In AD 674 to 678, Wilfrid completed the first church. The Saxon crypt and apse from this period survive today, and are among the oldest intact parts of any church in England. In AD 681, Hexham briefly became a cathedral. The crypt, accessed by steep steps from the nave, contains ancient stonework, reused Roman building materials, early liturgical artifacts, and an atmosphere of the early medieval monastic world. Over the following centuries, the abbey experienced repeated raids and rebuilding. In AD 875, Viking attacks damaged parts of the original monastery. In 1113, the site was refounded as a priory of Augustinian canons regular, part of the wider church reform, and endowed with lands. Between 1180 and 1250, major building in the early English Gothic style, including the choir, transepts and tower, created much of the structure seen today. Between 1296 and 1346, during the Anglo-Scottish Wars, the priory was attacked and damaged multiple times by raiding forces. In 1536, Henry VIII's dissolution of the monasteries resulted in the collapse of the monastic community. Unusually, however, enough of the church survived to continue as the parish church of Hexham. Over the following centuries, the building was maintained and altered. In the 18th and 19th centuries, various restoration projects took place. For example, the East End was rebuilt in the 1860s by architect John Dobson, after part of it collapsed. The nave was rebuilt between 1907 and 1908, following the medieval layout. Today, Hexham Abbey contains a remarkable range of treasures, spanning many eras, including Anglo-Saxon crypt and apse, among the oldest surviving church structures in the country. Roman artifacts, such as the tombstone of a Roman cavalry officer, reused in medieval times. A meditative medieval staircase, or the Knight's Stair, used by canons and still in daily use. 15th and 16th century painted panels, and Victorian and later stained glass. A significant historic organ, the Phelps organ, was installed in 1974, and plays a central role in worship and concerts. A major landmark in recent decades was the 2014 completion of a £3 million restoration of the medieval monastic buildings. This project included reuniting all buildings on the Abbey site, for the first time since the Reformation. Visitor exhibitions were created, notably the Big Story, function spaces, community meeting rooms, and a cafe and shop. The Big Story exhibition explores the Abbey's 1,350-plus year history with interactive displays, models and displays that bring the monk's world alive. Today, Hexham Abbey is a thriving parish church in the Church of England with an active community and worship life. It holds daily services and regular worship, including Holy Communion and Evensong. The Abbey supports adult and children's choirs, and a strong musical tradition. It serves as a venue for concerts, community events, exhibitions, weddings and conferences. The building is free to visit, with donations welcomed, and has become a cultural, as well as spiritual destination. Financially, the Abbey relies entirely on donations, with no regular government or central church funding for maintenance and ministry. Hexham Abbey is a Grade 1 listed building, and a scheduled monument, formally recognized for its exceptional architectural and historic importance.